All right. Ready to level up.
Always.
Today,
Yeah.
we're diving deep into
Okay.
10 powerful principles for building inner strength.
Okay.
And we found 3
Yeah.
incredible Chinese articles that lay out this path. And let me tell you,
Yeah.
it's not your typical self-help stuff.
Right.
This is about
Oh,
reaching
yeah.
a whole new level of wisdom and resilience.
Like a sage.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
interesting how these principles
Yeah.
really kind of flip the script
I see.
on what we usually think of as strength,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
I mean, in the West, we often equate it with
Yeah.
outward power, but
Yeah.
these articles point to
Yeah.
a more subtle, internal
Like internal.
kind of strength.
Interesting.
And some of these levels really caught me off guard.
Oh, really?
Like, one suggests that true strength comes from
Oh.
not sympathizing with anyone. And another one emphasizes
Uh-huh.
detaching from relationships.
Wow.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty radical, right?
That is.
Yeah. It definitely
Yeah.
challenges our conventional thinking.
But that's where the real
Right.
growth happens.
Totally. When we
Yeah.
push past those comfortable assumptions
Exactly.
and explore new perspectives.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in
Yeah.
with the first level,
Okay.
which is all about allowing everything to happen.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't mean just
Yeah.
passively letting life steamroll you.
Yeah.
Right.
I see.
It's about
Yeah.
recognizing that true strength
Yeah.
often lies in acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
not resistance.
Okay.
Think of a willow tree
Okay.
bending gracefully in the wind,
I see.
while rigid trees snap
Wow.
under pressure.
Okay.
This level is about cultivating that same flexibility in the face of life's challenges.
Okay.
So instead of getting all knotted up,
Right.
trying to control every little thing,
exactly.
we lean into the flow, adapt to the changes.
And that takes a certain kind of inner strength.
Yeah, it does,
Right?
doesn't it?
Yeah.
The strength to let go of
Yeah.
the illusion of control
I see.
and embrace the uncertainty of life.
Wow.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that leads us to level 2,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
might seem counterintuitive at first,
Okay.
releasing hatred. Now, we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Holding on to that anger and resentment,
Yeah.
letting it simmer.
Oh, yeah.
But these articles suggest that doing so only harms us
In the long run.
in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I see.
think of it this way.
Okay.
Harboring hatred is like
Mm-hmm.
letting someone live rent-free in your head.
Yeah.
It drains your energy, it clouds your judgment, and
yeah.
it keeps you stuck in the past.
Right.
Releasing that anger isn't about condoning
Right.
someone else's actions.
Right.
It's about taking back
Exactly.
your own power.
Yeah.
It's like that saying, holding on to anger is like
Right.
drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way.
Nope.
But how do we actually
Yeah.
let go of that deep-seated anger? Especially when
Yeah.
it feels so
Yeah.
justified.
That's the work,
That's the real work,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
And it looks different for
Yeah.
everyone.
For sure.
For some, it might involve mindfulness practices. For others,
Yeah.
it might be journaling or therapy.
For sure.
The key is to find what helps you
Exactly.
process those emotions
Yeah.
and move through them.
Mm.
So we've embraced acceptance.
Okay.
You've released the anger.
Yeah.
Now we come to level 3,
Okay.
which is all about meeting every challenge head on.
Okay.
It's kind of like life is this
Yeah.
never-ending martial arts match, right?
Exactly.
Every problem, every obstacle is like a new opponent, a new move to counter.
Yeah.
And just like a skilled martial artist,
Yeah.
we can develop the reflexes to meet those challenges
Exactly.
with grace and agility.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of that story about
Oh,
the
yeah.
entrepreneur who built a successful business from scratch,
Oh, wow.
lost it all in a downturn,
Okay.
and then instead of crumbling,
Yeah.
used his experience
Oh.
to build an even
Help.
bigger, better company.
That's incredible.
That's some serious
Yeah.
counter-move energy right there.
That's resilience.
That's resilience in action.
Right.
And it's not just about
Yeah.
bouncing back.
Ex-
It's about using those challenges as fuel for growth.
For sure.
What can we learn
Right.
from this setback?
Yeah.
How can this make us
Yeah.
stronger and more adaptable?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this next one
Okay.
really made me think.
Oh, really?
Level 4
Okay.
is about
Okay.
not carrying
Okay.
others' destinies.
Mm.
It's a tough one,
I bet.
especially for those of us who
Yeah.
tend to be
Right.
caretakers.
Yeah, I see.
We often feel responsible for fixing other people's problems,
For sure.
for making their lives perfect.
Yeah.
But the truth is,
Yeah.
we can't control anyone else's journey.
Nope.
And trying to do so
Yeah.
only leads to
Yeah.
exhaustion and
Well,
resentment.
Exactly.
It's like that classic airplane oxygen mask analogy, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
You have to put on your own mask
Okay.
first
Mm.
before you can help anyone else.
Oh.
Right.
If we're constantly trying to carry other people's burdens, we'll end up collapsing under the weight. Right. So this level challenges us to ask, where am I overstepping boundaries in the name of helping?
Yeah.
And when is it more compassionate to let go and allow others to learn and grow from their own experiences?
Exactly.
Yeah, and this brings us to level 5, which is probably the most surprising of the bunch.
Yeah.
Viewing relationships with detachment.
Oh, wow.
Now, I know that might sound harsh, but hear me out, okay? It's not about becoming cold or uncaring.
Yeah.
It's about shifting our perspective on how we view relationships.
Yeah.
Imagine relationships as parallel line. Okay. Yeah.
They may intersect for a time.
Right.
But they ultimately have their own paths.
For sure.
It's like those friendships you had in high school or college. You were so close.
Right.
You thought it would last forever.
For sure.
But then life happens.
Yeah.
People change.
And those paths diverge.
And those paths naturally diverge.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
It's just the reality of life.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Recognizing this
Yeah.
allows us to appreciate those connections for what they are.
Right.
Without clinging to unrealistic expectations.
Right.
We can cherish the time we have with people.
For sure.
Without needing them to stay the same or be with us forever.
Exactly.
So it's about being present in the relationship, enjoying the journey together.
Exactly.
But also being okay with the fact that things might change.
Down the line.
Yeah,
right? I see.
And that brings a sense of peace and freedom to our relationships, doesn't it? The freedom to love and connect without the burden of needing things to be a certain way.
Right.
This is already blowing my mind.
Wow.
And we're only on level 5.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If detaching from relationships wasn't a wild enough concept,
it is pretty wild.
Let's see what level 6. Now, I'm all for a little zen in my life.
Sure.
But how do we actually get there?
Right.
This level paints a beautiful picture. Imagine a strong person standing calmly amidst chaos. Like a Zen master. Right?
Like a true master.
Unfazed by the storms raging around them.
Right.
The articles contrast this with the image of someone frantically running around like ants on a hot pan.
Yeah, like little ants running around.
Losing it under pressure. Okay, I'll admit that ants on a hot pan analogy is spot on.
I know, right?
I've definitely been that ant a few times.
Everyone's been there.
But seriously, cultivating inner peace, I mean, that's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
It is a noble goal.
To be able to stay grounded and centered.
Right.
No matter what life throws our way.
No matter what.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a practice.
A practice.
Not a destination.
Not a destination,
The articles highlight a businessman who faced a major financial crisis. Yet, instead of panicking, he remained calm and composed.
Wow.
That composure allowed him to think clearly. And make strategic decisions.
And make good decisions.
Ultimately, navigating the crisis successfully.
Wow.
That's like learning to surf.
Right. Yeah.
You can't control the waves.
Right.
But you can learn to ride them.
Exactly.
With skill and grace.
With skill and grace.
Yeah, it's about finding that inner balance, that unshakable core within ourselves.
For sure.
And that leads us to level 7.
Okay.
Which emphasizes the power of silence.
Okay.
Now, this isn't about becoming a mute, but rather understanding when words are truly necessary. And when they simply add fuel to the fire.
Yeah, to the fire, exactly.
The articles point out that arguing is often futile.
For sure.
Especially in our current climate of social media debates.
Totally.
Everyone's so entrenched in their own opinion.
Right.
So busy trying to prove themselves right.
Everyone wants to be right.
That genuine listening and understanding go out the window.
Goes right out the window.
It's like everyone's shouting into the void,
totally,
hoping to be heard, but not really interested in hearing what others have to say.
Yeah, not really listening.
It's exhausting.
It is.
And ultimately unproductive.
It is, for sure.
This level encourages us to ask, is this conversation truly serving a purpose?
Exactly.
Or am I just adding to the noise?
Yeah, to the noise.
You know, now that you mention it,
yeah,
I can think of countless times I've gotten sucked into pointless arguments, both online and in person. Maybe a little more silence.
Yeah, a little silence.
It hurt.
A little silence can go a long way.
But doesn't that go against?
Or you think that goes against
everything we're taught about speaking up and expressing ourselves.
Right, yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
It's about
being discerning.
Discerning when silence is the more powerful response.
Exactly.
Sometimes choosing not to engage is the most effective way to contain your inner peace.
And prevent further conflict.
And no more fighting.
It's about choosing your battles wisely.
Choosing wisely.
Okay. So we've embraced silence.
Okay.
Now it's time to take action.
Take action, yeah.
Level 8
is
all about daring to act.
Okay.
Even when fear is whispering doubts in our ears.
Those doubts.
It's about realizing our full potential by
actually, doing something about it.
By doing,
A call to action.
A call to action.
An invitation to move beyond the realm of ideas.
The ideas,
And into the arena of real world experience.
The real world.
The articles share a story about a person who quit their secure job to pursue their lifelong dream of opening a bakery.
Oh, wow.
They faced countless challenges.
Yeah.
Financial struggles, self-doubt.
Right.
But they persevered. And ultimately created a thriving business.
That's incredible.
That's so inspiring.
It is.
It reminds us that sometimes the biggest obstacle standing in the way of our dreams is ourselves.
Yeah, it's us.
Our own fear of failure, of judgment, of the unknown.
Yeah, of the unknown.
But imagine the regret.
Yeah, the regret.
If we let that fear hold us back.
Hold us back,
The message here is clear.
What is it?
Don't let the fear of criticism paralyze you.
Right.
Take that leap of faith.
Leap of faith.
The world needs your unique gifts and talents.
Your gifts and talents.
What dreams are you holding back from pursuing?
Good question.
What step can you take today to move closer to that vision?
Closer to that vision,
Now, level 9 ties into something we touched on earlier, the comparison game.
The comparison game,
It's about appreciating the present moment.
The present moment.
And recognizing the blessings in our own lives instead of constantly yearning for what others have.
For what others have.
This level hits home.
It's home.
Especially in our age of curated social media feeds.
Right.
Where everyone seems to be living their best life.
Living their best life,
It's easy to get caught up in that illusion.
The illusion.
And feel like we're somehow falling short. But the truth is, everyone has their own struggles.
Right.
Their own joys. Their own unique path.
Unique path,
The articles share an anecdote about a person who was so focused on what others had.
What others had.
Bigger houses, fancier cars, more exotic vacations that they completely missed the beauty and abundance present
in their own life. Right.
It's a powerful reminder that gratitude is the antidote.
Gratitude to envy.
Envy,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When we shift our focus from what we lack to what we already have.
Yeah, from what we lack.
Our perspective.
Transforms,
Suddenly.
Those simple things, a loving family, a warm meal, a roof over our heads, become extraordinary gifts.
Extraordinary gifts.
And finally, we reach the pinnacle of inner strength.
The pinnacle.
Level 10.
Okay.
Not seeking validation.
That's a good one.
This one feels like a true game changer.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that true strength comes from within, than from external approval.
From external approval.
It's about detaching from the need to please everyone and living authentically, even if it means going against the grain.
Against the grain, yeah.
The articles feature the story of an avant-garde artist whose work was initially met with harsh criticism.
Harsh criticism, yeah.
But they remained true to their vision.
True to
They trusted their inner voice.
Yeah, inner voice.
And eventually, their unique style gained recognition and acclaim.
Recognition and acclaim, wow.
They didn't let the opinions of others dictate their path.
Dictate their path, yeah.
That's the essence of this level.
The essence.
To find that unshakable confidence within ourselves.
Confidence within.
To trust our instincts.
Yeah.
To make choices that align with our values.
Align with the values.
Regardless of external validation.
Of external validation.
It's about embracing our individuality, our quirks, our imperfections, and saying, this is me, take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it, yeah.
But let's be real.
But
how do we actually?
Yeah, how do we actually?
How to get to that point where we're not constantly seeking approval from others.
Right, from others, yeah.
That's a tough one.
Lifelong journey, isn't it?
It is, for sure.
It really is, yeah. Yeah, it is.
And it's not about becoming some kind of emotionless robot who doesn't care what anyone thinks.
Not at all.
It's about finding that sweet spot where we value our own opinions and perspectives while still being open to feedback and growth.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is a delicate balance.
A delicate balance, for sure.
For sure.
But imagine.
But imagine the freedom.
Yeah, the freedom.
That comes with releasing the need to constantly seek approval.
Approval from everyone, yeah.
It's like taking off a heavy weight you didn't even realize you were carrying.
Didn't even know it was there.
I could definitely feel that.
Yeah.
When I catch myself seeking validation, it's often tied to this fear of not being enough.
Not being enough,
Of not measuring up.
Of not measuring up.
But these levels, they remind us.
They remind us,
that true strength comes from embracing our
authentic self.
Authentic self, flaws and all.
Flaws and all.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the heart of what these 10 levels are all about.
They're
not just a set of rules to follow.
Not rules.
But a guide for cultivating genuine inner strength.
Inner strength.
The kind that empowers us to navigate life's complexity. With grace, resilience, and a deep sense of self-acceptance.
Self-acceptance.
It's like a toolkit.
Yeah, like a toolkit.
It's for the soul.
For the soul, yeah.
We don't have to master all 10 levels.
All 10 at once?
At once.
Yeah.
But even incorporating a few.
Yeah, even just a few.
These principles can have a profound impact on our lives.
A profound impact, yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
If we can learn to allow everything to happen, release hatred, and cultivate inner peace, we're already well on our way to living a more fulfilling and meaningful life.
A more meaningful life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what strikes me is how universal these principles are.
Yeah.
They come from a specifically
very specific
Chinese philosophical perspective.
Chinese perspective.
But they resonate.
Yeah, they do.
With human experience across cultures.
Across cultures.
The longing for inner peace, the importance of resilience, the wisdom, and letting go.
These are themes that
they feel it.
Speak to us all.
They speak to all of us.
That's a reminder that we're all on this journey together.
All together.
Navigating the ups and downs.
The ups and downs, the joys and sorrows of
the joys and sorrows.
Being human.
Of being human.
And these 10 levels offer a roadmap.
A roadmap.
A way to find our footing and move forward.
Yeah, to find our footing.
With greater clarity, purpose, and inner strength.
Clarity and purpose.
So as we wrap up this deep dive. I'm curious to hear.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
What stands out to you?
Yeah, what stands out?
What principle? Resonated most strongly? What's one small step you could take today to start incorporating these teachings into your own life?
That's a good question.
For me, it's the power of silence.
The power of silence.
I'm really going to make an effort to be more mindful of when I choose to speak up.
Speak up.
And when it's wiser to simply listen and observe.
Listen and observe.
What about you?
You know, the level that keeps coming back to me is viewing relationships.
Viewing relationships, yeah.
With detachment.
With detachment.
Not in a cold or uncaring way.
Right.
But with a sense of acceptance and appreciation for the natural ebb and flow of connections.
Ebb and flow of connections.
Yeah.
That's a powerful one.
It is.
It allows us to cherish the relationships we have without clinging to unrealistic expectations.
Unrealistic expectations, yeah.
And that brings a sense of peace and freedom.
Peace and freedom.
Both for ourselves,
and
for those we love.
For those we love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we encourage you, dear listener.
Yeah, dear listener.
To reflect on.
Yeah, to reflect on.
These 10 levels.
10 levels.
To see which ones speak to you most deeply.
Speak to you most deeply.
Remember, this isn't about achieving perfection.
Not about perfection, no.
But about embarking on a journey of self-discovery. And growth. It's about cultivating that unshakable inner strength.
That unshakable inner strength.
That resides within each and every one of us.
Each and every one.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Keep exploring. Keep diving deep. And keep cultivating that powerful inner strength within you.
That inner strength.